Hello everybody. So, today in English we're going to use conjunctions. Now you may remember that yesterday we did briefly mention these, didn't we? So hopefully you can kind of remember when we use conjunctions, what we use them for. Okay, so we've got another classic, compare these bits of writing. Are you ready, Mr. Fenn?
Yeah.
Two similar bits of writing, but with some slight differences that we need to spot. So, first I went to school, later I came home, next I went to the park, finally I played with my friends.
Okay.
All good, isn't it?
Yep.
It's got those adverbs of time.
Yeah, I like them. Nice flow. It's good.
Yep. Okay, now let's look at a second piece. First I went to school so I could learn and see my friends. Later I came home and watched some TV. Next I went to the park when I'd finished my dinner. Finally I played with my friends, but only for 10 minutes.
Okay, right. Well.
So that's, I should just say, same day, isn't it? All right?
Yeah.
Exactly the same day.
Yeah. And I think everyone at home is thinking the same as me. Basically, I think we like this one better. Yeah. You've just got a bit more information. I know why you're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
I know a bit of extra stuff. You've used those. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because I can see this. The big difference is you've got here, haven't you? You've got Let's go for red. You've got so.
Yeah.
So you're that conjunction, adding in a bit of extra information.
Yeah, brilliant. I went to school so I could learn and see my friends. Yeah.
Later, I came home and watched some TV. So that conjunction's joining those ideas together.
Yeah.
Giving me extra, and then next I went to the park when I had finished my dinner. So that's an interesting one. That's the conjunction there is when.
Mm-hmm.
Joining our ideas together, and then finally I played with my friends, but only for 10 minutes.
Yep, absolutely. So as Mr. Fenn rightly says, those conjunctions allow us to extend our sentences, connect ideas together, and kind of give more flavour, give more information in a sentence, okay? Now, so we've got some, I should have covered this up really, you've probably had a look already, but just think in your heads for a second, how many conjunctions can you think of? So I'll just give you a few moments. How many conjunctions can you think of? Okay, so hopefully you've thought of a few, because the thing is, when you're in year one, you kind of only ever really do and, maybe a bit because sometimes. But there are others that you can use, aren't there? So just a few of them are and, but, so, because, if, when, that. Okay? But can you just swap out, say, and for but?
Well, let's try. I came home, but watched some TV.
Doesn't quite make sense. Or even I went to school. Let's try so for but. I went to school, but I could learn and see my friends. That doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Okay. So the thing about conjunctions is that which ones fit depend on what's happening in the sentence, really. So your English work today is kind of split into two activities, right? And the first one is all about trying to work out which conjunction fits into a sentence, okay? And we're going to have a bit of practice at that now, Mr. Fenn.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got two here. And I should say, just before we start this, we might say something and you might think of a different conjunction which also works. Sometimes there's more than one that could work, okay? So bear that in mind as well. Right, first one, I've got, I wear my coat, it is cold. So it's probably not going to be, I wear my coat and it is cold. I mean, it makes sense, but that doesn't sound like the best fit, does it?
Yeah,
what are you thinking? So I wear my coat.
I mean, but it is cold. I mean, that wouldn't
No,
work.
that wouldn't.
So I wear my coat because it is cold.
So there we go. We could use because. I was thinking we could use when.
Yeah.
I wear my coat when it is cold.
A conjunction we don't use nearly enough. Yeah. I wear my coat when it is cold. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or even, very similar to that, I wear my coat if it is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've actually come up with three there that fit. All right. I wear my coat if it is cold. I wear my coat when it is cold. I wear my coat because it is cold. It wouldn't be I wear my coat so it is cold.
No,
Doesn't
it just
make
doesn't
sense,
sound
does it?
right, does it? Yeah.
So it's about what sounds right, what kind of fits, and how does it affect the meaning. Okay, I like peas, something, I don't like carrots. So it's let's start with if, the last one we did there. I like peas if I don't like carrots.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
It's
Then
not
it
right.
sounds like you only like peas if you don't like carrots, which isn't right, is it? So it's not going to be if. What do we think fits?
What do you think?
Have a think.
I think it's but.
Yeah,
I like peas. I like peas, but I don't like carrots.
yeah, that's kind of how we
Yeah.
use but, isn't
Mm.
it? This, but not that. Yeah, so I like peas, but I don't like carrots. It could have been and. I mean, and would make sense. I like peas and I don't like carrots, but if it sounds better with
I
but,
think but is
doesn't it?
better, yeah.
Okay. I like playing with you. You are kind. So I was thinking of Mr. Fenn when I wrote this.
Of course, yeah.
I like playing with you. You are kind.
Okay, so let's think.
I like playing with you, but you are kind.
No. I like playing with you.
And you
And
are
you're
kind. Does work, doesn't it?
It's
Could use
okay.
and.
It could be that, yeah.
Could be and. Could be and. I like playing with you, and you are kind.
I like playing with you if you are kind.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? I wasn't. I
Yeah.
wrote these, and when I was thinking that, I didn't think if. But
Yeah.
if does. Well, I like playing with you if you are kind. That's probably
Yeah.
true, isn't
If
it?
you're unkind, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, but I think the one you're going for, Mr. Lake, would have been because. Is
Yeah,
right?
that was the one
Yeah.
I had in mind, absolutely. So because I like playing with you because you are kind. It could have been if you are kind. It could have been when.
Yeah.
Interesting that, isn't it? Because when and if went together there as well.
Yeah. I
Something
like
worth
playing.
thinking
I
about.
like playing with you when you are kind.
I like playing with you when you are kind.
Yeah.
When you're not kind.
No, thank
No.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking because for that one, I like playing with you because you are kind. But well done if you thought of one there. That fits. So that's the first activity. You've got some sentences, okay, and I've sort of blanked out the conjunction. You need to think about which conjunction fits, okay? And because, but, if, when, so, that, or which one fits. Okay, then after you've done that, you're then going to apply this conjunction knowledge, and I've given you what we call the first clause of a sentence, okay, the first bit of it, and then I've put the ellipsis, ... because what I want you to do, so I've got, for example, I made a cake, but I want you to add a conjunction and add more to that, okay? Now you could just go with and for every single one, or you could be a bit more experimental here, try out some conjunctions perhaps you don't use as often, but think about which ones fit. So let's talk about a couple, Mr. Fenn.
Okay.
Shall we do, is there any clause there that you like the look of that you'd like us to...
Cake.
Yeah, cake.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so I made a cake.
When I was hungry.
Brilliant. I made a cake when I was hungry. Absolutely. So I made a cake when, I'm actually going to underline the conjunction, when I was hungry. Full stop. Okay? So, you've got 4 clauses there. You could write 4 sentences, or you could then, for example, before moving on to the next one, we could use a different conjunction.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I made a cake because it was Mr. Fenn's birthday.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, a different sentence with a different
He
conjunction.
did not make a cake when it was my birthday.
I did not know. Yeah, so you could try a different one. I made a cake, but it didn't taste very good. That's probably why I didn't make a cake for his birthday.
I made a cake, but I burnt it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you could then, rather than just doing one sentence for each one, you could try a few different ones with different conjunctions. And I'll tell you what, we'd be very impressed if we saw that.
Very.
Definitely Dojo's up for grab for that. So 2 parts to today's English then. First of all, have a look at those sentences. You don't need to write the whole sentences up in your books, in your exercise books. Just write down, say, 1 and and the conjunction that fits. So I go to bed early. Could be a few there, but let's say when. I'd write 1, when. Okay?
Okay.
So that's activity 1. Activity 2, you got 4 clauses to add a conjunction to, extend. Try and do a few for each one. We'd like to see some amazing sentences with a variety of different conjunctions. Have fun, and we look forward to seeing your work.